Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. Well, she's kicked butt in movies and TV, from Black Widow to Pirates of the Caribbean, and she's recently joined the cast of Paramount Plus's Blood and Treasure. Welcome, Michelle Lee. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for joining us today. I was, looking back at all the movies you've appeared in. So many of my favorites. Absolutely love Black Widow.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I've done martial arts most of my life. I started later. I mean, not as a kid, but as a teen, and have been doing it since. And so it kind of led me into this career of doing stunt work and then being in movies and television. And yeah, I love it. It's great. I get to be a part of, like you said, so many cool movies.
So you've done, obviously, as you said, stunt work, and now you're starring in TV shows. Between acting and fighting, is one skill set harder than the other?
Oh, God. They both have their own challenges. I will say doing them together is even harder. It's kind of like, like you're walking and you're talking, and then you have to do a bunch of things, and you're like, oh my God, that's so hard. When I do stunts, all I have to think about is the fight, the choreography, hitting my marks, whatever. And then when I'm acting, I'm just thinking about my lines, but kind of like the blend of the two starts to get me. Like, I know it sounds so dumb, because why couldn't you do both? But it kind of gets like I'm trying to put two things together. I'm still trying to remember my character, but at the same time I need to, remember my moves and the choreography. So but it's fun. It's a big challenge, and the end result is something that looks cool and realistic on film, because you get to be the actual person that is doing the movements, the actor and the fighter.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I completely understand just the whole idea of trying to remember your lines while also trying to remember how to move your arm properly. And I can only imagine it being harder when you're actually trying to choreograph a fight as well. Does your fighting style change for the different characters you can play?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we talk about it with the director and the choreographer, if she's more street style, or if she's like refined, or if she's more military. There's a bunch of different characters. I do video games as well. I do a bunch of video games, a lot for Sony. And so in a video game as well, am I, a 14-year-old girl, or am I an ex-military, been through the different wars and stuff, a military person? So it all depends on how you hold the gun, how you hold a weapon. And it's cool. I get to investigate different styles in fighting too. So my job to research, along with acting and finding what characters work, is kind of thinking about what styles of martial art or what styles of movement the character is. So that's super fun.
That's really cool. Has any movie or show stuck out to you as your favorite fight scene?
So many. I love them all. I did a zero gravity fight for Altered Carbon, which is a TV show. And we were all on wires. The whole fight was on wires. That was really different, really fun. Black Widow is one of my favorites. I got to be in, we were in Morocco, in the little streets of Morocco. I was fighting Florence Pugh, who I love, who is awesome. And she, in her own right, did her own fight and trained really hard, and I got to fight her. So many. And then video game fights are just endless. There's I'm like zombies, and I'm like the main character, and I'm also like the random person that gets beat up. It's just, there's a plethora of fights. I love them all.
Blood and Treasure, you just joined in season 2. You play Violet, Lexi's former partner in crime. So what was it like getting into that role?
Oh, awesome. Violet is like a dream character. She's a kind of a chameleon, and she gets to do so many cool things. And she used to partner with Lexi back in the day, so we're kind of coming at them now, revisiting each other and going, oh hey, it's been a while, like, what's up? And so there's a lot of beef between them. There's a lot of love between them, and getting to go through the whole season with them is fun, because they're out to find treasures, and what's more fun than that? The writers and creators love movies like Indiana Jones, and fun, quirky, adventure. And we shot it in Rome, Bangkok, and other cities in Thailand, and Montreal. Wow. So it was like a whirlwind. Like, it wasn't shot in a studio in LA, you know what I mean? With green screen. Like, we had real backgrounds that were amazing, things that I am so fortunate that I got to see in person.
I'm wondering, you know, being able to mix fighting and acting, is there a dream role out there for you?
Gosh, Violet was a dream role to begin with. But what I've always wanted to do were period pieces. I know it sounds crazy, but you know, like, Asians aren't really in, like, they don't get to have British accents and, like, you know, wear big, you know, Victorian dresses. So I would love to be in a period piece, whether it's an, you know, an Asian period piece, like, you know, something where I can kind of like feel like I went back in time, because I get to go to so many cool places, but like going back in time, I think would be awesome. And so I'm putting it out there. I'm manifesting that.
There you go. Manifest it. I would definitely check it out myself. I'd be interested to see what you could pull off.
Yay. Yay. Thank you.
Well, Michelle, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been a pleasure. And everybody, be sure to check out Blood and Treasure, available now on Paramount Plus. Michelle, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.